coming into your life, and love is something that you have been craving and have been desiring in your life. Even if, let's say, you have other aspects about your life that is now aligned with everything you want. Maybe you have the job that you want, or maybe you're financially stable, or maybe you live in an area that you want to live. Maybe you have the friends in your life that you want to have. Maybe you have done your healing. You are the person that you wanted to always become. And now the thing that you are also desiring in your life is true love. And that is on its way to you. The thing to always remember about how a lot of this stuff works, it's like when you're not in a depressive or desperate or needy type of a state, is a lot of times when you get everything that you want. When you're not in a state that is putting out this energy as if you don't have it, that's when you start to receive everything that you want. And the more that you do this, the more that you will start to see the patterns. Over the years, that's something that I kind of picked up on, because I used to be the type of person that may have wanted some things and was in that type of state, and it never came. But as soon as I stopped having that desperate type of energy, that's when things started to happen and the ball got rolling. And I'm saying all that to say that if you know that you are a person that is in that sort of state, it's important to get yourself out of that. Because the more that you are in that, the more that the things that you want won't come and will basically run away from you. It's kind of like, think about cat and a mouse. The cat is chasing the mouse and the mouse is running away. It's a similar thing, you know, but it's like if you continue to chase it, that's the type of energy that you're putting out, as if something's going to be running away from you. But when you're in a state of wholeness, when you're in a state of love, when you're in a state of togetherness, when you have that understanding that as far as need, that you are the only person that you need, but you have a want and a desire to share yourself with another person, that is when those things will come. And everyone is capable of that. So don't think that it's only certain people that will be able to experience this type of thing, because I know that that's a mindset that some people can get in, especially if they have not figured out yet that their mind can control their reality. Where, because you have not experienced a healthy relationship yet, that you think that that's something that you're not capable of. Or if you're one of those people that are putting that outside of yourself, and because you notice other people around you experiencing that, and you have not experienced that yet, and you allow yourself to fall into that mindset and spiral into the thoughts of you're not worthy, you're not capable, that can't happen to you, that's not for you, you're not meant for that. And you actually are meant for that. Love is on its way to you. The more that you give yourself, the more that you will receive. And if you're watching this, you're probably a person that's already doing that for yourself. You're probably a person that already loves yourself deeply. and so that you know that this is coming into your life and you're really deserving of it. And I'm really happy for each and every last one of you. I understand what it's like to be in a very dark place and then to finally make it in a place where you can genuinely tell yourself that you love yourself, you know? And so the love that's coming into your life, you want to make sure that you're actually prepared for it. Because a lot of people might think that they are ready for something just because of them desiring it, or just because they want it in their lives. And I always say this, there's nothing wrong to desire these things. It's a natural thing. It's just a matter of, are you actually prepared for it? And here are some key signs to let you know that you're genuinely ready for this, and this is something that is meant to be into your life. This is something that's meant to be in your life. If you if you have talked to someone, you have decided to go on dates, and that doesn't necessarily mean you're in a relationship yet, but say if you're going on dates and if these people have randomly decided to stop messaging you, it's not something that causes you anxiety on the inside and causes you to question your self-worth and causes you to question your whole existence, you know? If you're not that type of person, that is one sign, because that's having that understanding, again, that you don't need anything, you know? You're not in a scarcity type of mindset, and you're gonna be okay without these people. Sure, certain things might make you sad that it didn't work out. Sure, it might be something you were looking forward to, but you have that understanding that you're always gonna be okay without. And another sign is you see yourself in a completely different light than what you used to. You feel yourself to be someone, because if you are in that state, then let's say that the ideal person comes into your life. The type of dynamic that most likely will be experienced is codependency. And if you don't know what codependency is, it's basically where you're so dependent on this other person for emotional stability, emotional support, just support physically, mentally, and emotionally. You're putting all that on the other person, and say you might be okay while they're there, but then when they leave, you're completely scatterbrained and out of whack. Like, you completely are not sustainable on your own, and you have to have this other individual in your life to feel whole and to feel like you're gonna be capable of doing your everyday task, and you're gonna be capable of focusing. It's basically where you cannot function without this individual in your life. You're the type of person that, if a codependency type of person is the type of person that, if they're in their life, they might be able to be the person to follow a schedule, to have a social life, to have goals and aspirations, and to even take care of themselves. But then if this person leaves, all of that stuff falls down, and it's no longer a thing that this person is capable of creating and sustaining on their own. And type of person is the type of person that does not feel worth it. They don't feel worth anything unless they have this individual in their life. I'm sure there's some things I might have missed with that, but I feel that that's the gist of it. It's just where it's out of a necessity thing in order to survive a lot of times in all of those aspects, emotionally, physically, mentally. But if you are in that type of state, then the relationship, it's not going to be something that's going to be healthy. And a lot of times that happens, what happens is eventually they all fizzle out. And it's like sometimes people will stay in situations like that for 7+ years, you know, for a very long time. But deep down inside, everyone knows, each individual knows that that is not the relationship for them. And it doesn't have to be like a super sad thing, because all it is, all of this is you reach the point where you're supposed to be, and you are capable of reaching that. And once you reach that point, you will start to receive all of these things. That's literally what happens. Like, there's plenty of people that have been through all types of different things and have experienced all types of different things and was at a very, very low point, was at rock bottom. The good thing about rock bottom is you have the opportunity to rebuild and to start completely over from scratch. And so it can be scary, but it's very healing. All of it is very healing, and you can experience what you want to experience, but it's just a matter of you reaching that spot. And you might have already seen different examples of the type of partner that you would want in your life is another thing.
And what you'll start to notice is the people that you used to look up to as relationship goals, the couples that you had as idols, whether that was celebrities you were looking up to or members in your family, will no longer appeal to you as people to gain relationship advice or provide information on how a relationship dynamic should actually be. It's always important to just take a moment and actually take in your environment and be in the moment, be in the present moment, observing your surroundings, observing how you feel, and just taking it all in.
Love is coming to you. You will experience the relationship that you want, and you also deserve that. There's a lot of people that deserve that, and that should be something to be excited about, you know what I mean? And to also give yourself confirmation, like, you have done the work and you have done everything that was needed to be done in order for you to be prepared for that type of relationship. Because again, like, you know, if you're not prepared, then someone could come into your life and there'll still be certain types of healing that needs to be done, you know, because there is healing that can be experienced whenever you get in a healthy relationship. But because healing is something that will be done throughout life, and growing is something that will happen throughout life regardless of what stage you're in. But just healing the parts of yourself that you are supposed to do on your own, it's all going to come to you. And you know, again, I'm very excited for each and every one of you, and I'm very appreciative to be able to translate what I want to say in a way that's understanding to people, because some things can be confusing, you know. So just basically providing clarity. I'm very glad to be able to do that for you. And so if you resonated with anything I spoke about in this video, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing so that this video reaches someone who may also need to hear this message. Thank you, and bye.